Nursing is not just a career. Nursing is a calling.
She's a nursing practitioner and the founder of a US-based gospel choir. Yes, today on Daring Abroad, how Joy Ajuoga Osano is saving lives and saving souls in New Jersey by bringing her expertise and culture to the Western world.
There are certain songs that will only come natural when you sing them in your mother tongue. They preach to you in a different way.
This, as Dimkes DT Sacco celebrates 25 years of growth and empowerment.
We are currently serving over 300 members in Diaspora.
They've been offering me loans to build my construction.
It's about time for your weekly dose of inspiration as we take you around the world without a visa. And as you have seen, today's show is as inspiring as it gets as we bring you the amazing story of a lady who is challenging the status quo to share her culture in a foreign land. My name is Michael Zimanje. Let's start the show.
For most people, moving to a foreign country comes with a lot of pressure to fit in. But for US-based Joy Ajuoga Osano, this was never the case. For over 12 years, Joy has been sharing her love and passion for authentically Kenyan music through her group, the Samaritans Choir, a gospel choir based in New Jersey.
I sang with Echo Singers as a kid. I grew up and I sang with a choir in Nairobi called Silver Chord Singers. And then when I came into the United States, first of all, you come in and they shock, man. They shock because everybody is singing in another different syncopation. It's not the same thing that you expect, that you know of. But I still acclimated myself into singing in the black church in Madison Mission. But still, I really crave for that authentic Kenyan music. So the first group I actually sang with, moving up north, I created a youth group at Maranatha Karibu Church. Then, after my kids came, I now moved to this part of New Jersey, the New Brunswick area, because now there was a chance to take my children into a Christian school. To be precise, a Seventh-day Adventist school. So my daughter Nicole and I decided, why don't we sing in church? So we went and sang in church, and after we sang in church, we ended up calling in a few other people in the afternoon hours, and we would just go in and sing, like hymns from the SDA hymnal, or in Kenya they call it Nyagendia, which is basically Luo version of the SDA hymnal. It sings the hymns and everything. So me and my daughter were very happy doing that. But as people heard us sing, they started coming along and wanting to be part of what we were doing. And then we started inviting a few other people. Then we went to church to sing as Diana and Friends. So this Diana and Friends is what developed to what we now call the Samaritan Choir. Because we invited other people, any person whom we knew, and we knew that they could hold a tune, we would tell them, come on guys, let's sing. We are singing for Jesus, we are not singing for the world. Come on, let's sing for Jesus. And that's how Samaritan grew. And now we are a full-fledged choir.
Since 2012, the Samaritans Choir has been spreading joy through their angelic voices, mending the hearts of thousands all across the United States, and rightfully so, given that the choir consists of largely medical and nursing practitioners.
So we have different sides of medicine all encompassed into the same group. We have people who work with mentally challenged people, but they're still inside the medical field. We have a group of people who are nurses. They still work within the medical field. We have people who are also of mental health practitioners, but they still sing with us, all of us in the same group. So majority, I would say, all of us, just about, are medical practitioners. We have a physician assistant also who sings with us. And not all of us live in New Jersey, by the way. Some of us live in Houston, Texas. Some of us live in Dallas, Texas. Some of us are currently in Georgia. And I know some of us also are in New York. So we live in different cities. So we have 3 audio CDs. The number of songs I can't tell you for sure because they are a lot. But the beauty of it all is that we composed all these songs by ourselves. We have a group of very talented people, one of them being Moses Atinga. Besides that, we have a YouTube channel, which is the Samaritan Choir in New Jersey. You search it that way, you find us. We are also on Facebook. We are on Instagram, the Samaritan Choir. So we realize that the work of God has to go on. And if we're going to meet people, we have to meet them at their own space.
Now, it is important to note that this is not Joy's main gig, but a passion project born out of love for ministry. But her true calling is in healthcare.
For 19 years in the US, I worked mainly with long-term care, but now I work in the hospital, and what I do, I work in telemetry. In telemetry, we take care of people who have just come from a step down from ICU, and they come in and they are like typically very sick people, but what we do is we give them care by monitoring how their hearts are beating, and if there's something unusual about how their hearts are beating, that's when we know to give them either some sort of medication, or we need to jump on them and start kind of cranking up their hearts to work back again. Nursing is not just a career. Nursing is a calling. You have to love what you do to be able to do that. Because think about it, if I did not like what I do, then there's no way I can go in and reach out and try to help somebody else. So it is something that it is ingrown, it is something that you love to do, it's something that has to come from deep within.
The St. Joseph's Nyabondo alumna says the transition from a nurse in Kenya to one operating in the United States wasn't as seamless back in the 2000s.
First of all, you have to send your credentials to be coming from Kenya into the US. So again, like I said, I did not start my career right away because there were kids along the way. Going back to nursing, you first of all have to send in your credentials. So I sent in my credentials to CGFNS, which is in Philadelphia, Community of Foreign Graduate Nursing. It's a credentialing body for nurses, for international nurses. Once I sent those there, then they evaluate them. Then from there, they take our credentials into the Board of Nursing. Once it goes into the Board of Nursing, then the Board of Nursing approves for you to take a certain cadre of nursing, of which in my case, I did not start from where I graduated from because I had been out of practice for a few years. So I had to start from the lowest part of nursing, and that is the LPN, which is licensed practical nursing. But I did not feel bad about it because at least I was doing something I really loved to do. So when I was doing that, I decided to go back to school because think about it, I had been out of practice for a few years. So for me to be able to acclimate and get into the system the way it is in the United States, it only made sense for me to go in and actually study and really try to get what I already know, mix it with what is here for it to make sense, to tie it up all together, so to say. So after I did my registered nursing, it took me another 10 months and I graduated with my bachelor's. And now I'm in school again for my nurse practitioner program because, hey, I want to be my own boss. I want to have my own office. I want to have my own practice.
19 years and counting and still going strong. Joy is happy with all she's accomplished in her time here in the land of opportunities despite the challenges. She's particularly proud of following in the footsteps of her mother, who is a retired nurse.
In as much as we want to say that nursing is the same everywhere, nursing is not the same in the United States. Here is about how much can you work? How much money do you want to make out of it? But at the same time, when you look at everything to do with what is happening in Kenya and what we do in nursing here, there are some good things, there are some bad things. In the United States, there's a lot of litigation issues, so you have to be on your A game at all times. You have to know that first you're dealing with human beings, not just people, not just some logs of wood. So, I mean, our patients are not numbers, they're people, So that is one of the biggest difference.
These differences are what inspired her to do something back home.
This group that you see, the Samaritan group, have gone beyond just the singing only. We go to Kenya every 2 years, actually. So in 2018, we went to a place called Oredo in Oyugis. And when we went, we helped to, to build a jenga, like some maternity wing, so to say. We created a bathroom in there, some water supplies, electricity. Last year, in between, we were caught up with the pandemic, but after the pandemic slowed down, we still went back and started a STEM project, a place in Kindu Bay. It's a very remote place. It's called Kobala. I would say not super remote, but it's a primary school. And we found that when kids grow up, they come up to compete with the Western world. So we bring the Western world to them.
So whether in music or in medicine, Joy's mission is to minister and mend people's hearts.
Many of us who come from Kenya, we are very spiritual people. You don't necessarily have to be a Seventh-day Adventist, but we are very spiritual people. You will find Kenyans really praying. They do pray. But we find when you come from out of the country and you come into these kinds of settings, you find that it is very difficult to get a footing, so to say. And because of that, we open up these channels for people to come in and praise the Lord with us. There are certain songs that will only come natural when you sing them in your mother tongue. They preach to you in a different way. I mean, we know English, we understand English, but what better way to enjoy fellowship and worship if you can do it the same way you did it back then. The
Kisumu native is a true testament to staying true to who you are. Her parting shot is never forget where you came from, but also be willing to learn new things.
Have an open mind. Everything that you have known about America or somebody has told you about it, wipe it on a clean slate. Have an open mind, have a sponge mind, able to really grasp. You want to know everything that is going on around you, because it is in knowing that you're able to execute.
And that's daring abroad.
Congratulations to Joy in New Jersey, bringing the Kenyan culture to the United States. Time for us to go on a short break, but when we return,
We are currently serving over 300 members in Diaspora.
how Dimkes DT Sacco is celebrating 25 years of growth and empowerment. Welcome back to the show. In the first part, we took you to New Jersey and focused on an amazing lady who's sharing her culture with people in the United States. Time now for us to focus back home as we bring you happenings and inspiring stories by various companies here in Kenya. And today, it is all about Dimkes DT Sacco as they celebrate 25 years of empowerment and growth. Here is that story.
For over 25 years, Dimkes Deposit-Taking Sacco has been on the move to impact the lives of its members. The Sacco started in 1999 with members from the Mothers Union of the Anglican Church of Kenya, Diocese of Mount Kenya South.
Dimkes DT Sacco started in a very humble beginnings. The members could contribute as little as 200 shillings per month. After a few years, it was strictly for Mothers Union members.
Currently, we are offering our services to over 33,000 members who are distributed in 3 counties, that is Nairobi, Kiambu County, and Kajiado County. And we serve our members in our 13 branches.
I want really to appreciate the Sacco because it is based on Christian values. One of the things that they do is to educate people on how to grow money. And you know, education is power.
Currently, the Sacco has drawn over 300 members from the diaspora.
We have members in United States of America, United Arab Emirates. We also have members as far as Australia and Kuwait who have been banking with us.
We have a whole unit that is dedicated for the diaspora members. So they'll take your contact and they will guide you through the process. And in fact, not becoming a member only, but you can also borrow and we disperse the money. So the process is so easy. You've been in communication through email and through the means that we have to ensure that you become a member and even borrow.
So you can reach us through our social media platforms, direct calls. You can also visit our website, which has all the information relating to the Sacco. And we also offer convenience through our members portal, whereby you can be able to access the Sacco communications and monitor your transaction.
Reverend Samuel Kiravi Ndungu, who lives in Pennsylvania State in the United States of America, has been a member of Dimkes deposit-taking Sacco for over 10 years.
My journey with Dimkes has been very good. When I wasn't here, I had somebody who was helping me do my banking, and it was easy to do that. The communication from Dimkes has been the best.
According to Reverend Kiravi, Dimkes has been a major component that put him at peace through financial assistance, being far away and yet undertaking development projects in Kiambu County, Kenya.
It helped transform me even in my savings mode, and actually knowing that me being in the diaspora, I can save in my country and benefit directly. The Sacco has helped me, number one, when I was trying to work on this project. They were a major part of the people that helped me, put me at ease, being far away and taking on a project like this. They would look at my BQs and look at what I'm thinking and what I'm planning, and they offered help. They offered assistance, and even in financing, a lot of major parts of this project, they have done that.
Dimkes also boasts of having a member in Oxford, United Kingdom. She says the Sacco enabled her acquire land and build rental houses in Kiambu, which forms part of her investment back home.
Good thing about Dimkes is I can withdraw money anytime with M-Chepuka. I can check my balance anytime online. Any money that comes in and out, I get an alert through my phone that there's money has been taken in or taken out. Or when my loan is due, I'm also alerted I need to pay my loan.
She is hopeful that she will be able to engage in more developments thanks to Dimkes Sacco.
For the future, I don't think I'm going to leave them. I'm hoping to stay with them as a bank. The good thing is there are church, Christian-based, ACK church, which is very safe for me to save my money. I've never had any issues with my money. Also, I do receive dividends, which is really good. It's quite good dividends that I receive. I've shown even my friends, my family members, which is really helpful. My family members, most of them have joined Dimkes Sacco, which has been very helpful to them. My friends as well, they're happy.
Dimkes Sacco is a Tier 2 deposit-taking Sacco with an asset base of over 2.85 billion Kenya shillings and a loan book of over 2.1 billion Kenya shillings. It opened its front office service activity in 2010.
And we are licensed by the Sacco Society Regulatory Authority, and we are in good standing.
We have also been able to embrace technology in a very big way. We launched our mobile app, which is called M-Chepuka app, whereby members are able to transact they are banking from the comfort of their homes or wherever they are. We also registered our agency banking, that is bringing now the banking to nearer to the members.
With innovation and enhanced technology at the center of its current strategic plan, the Sacco is looking forward to making its products easily accessible to the diaspora.
Our members can also access insurance services through a subsidiary called Dimkes Insurance Agency, whereby they can be able to get medical insurance and other insurance packages at affordable prices. We also have Dimkes Investment Limited, which offers real estate solutions in collaborations with the Dimkes Sacco, whereby our members get financing up to 90%. As your faithful financial partner, we welcome you on board to patronize our products and services wherever you are across the world.
Congratulations to Dimkes DT Sacco on that impressive feat. With that, we have come to the end of the show. On behalf of the team responsible for this week's episode, we say many thanks for watching, and let's do this again next time. Same time, same place, same channel, same face.